Elon Musk's plan for Mars travel centers around his vision for SpaceX to establish a self-sustaining city on Mars, ultimately transforming humanity into a multi-planetary species. Musk sees Mars as a backup for Earth in case of natural or man-made catastrophes. Here's an outline of the major steps SpaceX is working on to make this vision a reality. Number 1. Starship development. The vehicle design. The Starship rocket system, consisting of the Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy booster, is designed as a fully reusable rocket and is capable of carrying about 100 to 150 tons of cargo and eventually around 100 passengers to Mars. Reusable system. Both the Starship and Super Heavy booster are intended to be reused for multiple flights, drastically lowering launch costs and making frequent Mars trips feasible. Heavy lifting capacity. Starship can carry significant amounts of cargo in addition to passengers, which is essential for bringing infrastructure, supplies, and habitats for a Martian colony. Number 2. Interplanetary transport and refueling. SpaceX plans to refuel Starship in low Earth orbit before it hits to Mars. This allows Starship to carry a much larger payload by not needing to bring all the fuel required for the entire trip. Frequent Mars windows. SpaceX is planning to use optimal windows for Mars missions, which occur approximately every 26 months when Earth and Mars are closest. Each launch window could involve multiple Starships carrying equipment, supplies, and passengers. Number 3. Mars Base Alpha. First human habitation. Musk envisions establishing an initial Mars Base Alpha, a starting settlement that would evolve over time as more Starships bring people, supplies, and building materials. Self-sustaining infrastructure. The goal is for this base to gradually become self-sustaining with facilities for generating water, oxygen, food, and energy on Mars. SpaceX envisions solar panels as the primary energy source in the early stages. Terraforming goals. While long-term terraforming of Mars making it more Earth-like is still largely theoretical, Musk has floated ideas for introducing heat and atmosphere to Mars, although these ideas remain speculative. Number 4. Expanding the Mars colony. Population growth. Musk hopes to eventually establish a city on Mars with around 1 million people. This would require a huge scale of Starship launches over decades to transport equipment and colonists. Mars economy and industry. The concept is for Mars to eventually develop an economy with trade opportunities with Earth and the capacity to produce resources and goods locally. Number 5. Timeline and challenges. Initial missions. SpaceX aims to conduct the first uncrewed Mars mission possibly in the late 2020s, followed by crewed missions. Challenges. Significant technical, financial, and environmental challenges remain, including creating sustainable life support systems, developing reliable landing and ascent systems on Mars, and building a robust infrastructure on the planet. Number 6. Partnerships and funding. Collaborations. Musk has indicated openness to partnering with other space agencies and companies to share the burden of building a Mars city. Funding. SpaceX plans to fund the Mars program through commercial satellite launches, Starlink revenues, and eventually selling Mars travel tickets, with Musk aiming to keep the cost around $100,000 per ticket. The ultimate vision. Musk's vision is bold and ambitious, aiming not just for visits to Mars, but for a thriving human presence there. While there are numerous hurdles, SpaceX has achieved many breakthroughs, like the Falcon rocket's reusability, which set a precedent for ambitious goals like the Mars settlement.